Hi, Fancher.
Faith Fancher was a reporter at KTVU Channel 2 News in the Bay Area. Faith was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1997.
This couldn't be happening to me.
When word of her diagnosis got out, a group of her friends, mostly women in the media, decided that we wanted to have a luncheon to let her know that we'd support her through this diagnosis. And we did, here at Il Fornaio restaurant in San Francisco, where I am now. At that luncheon, we went around the table, each one of us taking the time to say how much we loved her, what she meant to us, why we appreciated her, and why we would be with her to take this walk through this diagnosis of breast cancer. It was emotional. Some of us were crying, Faith sat smiling and listening to everything that we had to say. And then at the end, she stood up and she said how grateful she was that we had all come together to offer this support to her, and what a wonderful group of women that she was lucky to have who loved her and would support her. And then, just out of the blue, much to our surprise, she announced that she was going to form an organization with all of us to raise money for low-income women with breast cancer who didn't have the kind of support that she had. Before that afternoon was over, by the sheer force of her personality and her will, we all agreed. And that is how Friends of Faith was born.
Why not me? I'm not my left breast. I'm Faith Fancher, and I'll still be a good reporter.
In the early years after her diagnosis, Faith continued to work here at Channel 2 in the newsroom. In fact, she and anchorwoman Elaine Corral put together a documentary series which chronicled her battle with breast cancer.
We've talked about this privately as friends, and I said the worst thing that he can say, the absolute worst, is that I lose my breast.
At the same time, she continued to run the organization. She did it here out of her home in the Oakland Hills with her best friend, Thelma Simmons. She would visit community organizations, talk to women who were diagnosed with breast cancer. She raised money, collected donations. She just about did everything. And she would call the founding members and ask us to come and join her at different events to make presentations or to collect donations. There wasn't a lot that the founding members were required to do at that time. She just about did it all, and everything went well. And then in 2003, Faith died. She died here at home. And of course, needless to say, we were devastated. Many of us had spent time with her during those last days, and we decided that we had to continue the organization, that we had to do it in her honor. A group of us came back to Il Fornaio, where it all started, to hold a strategy session. We brought in a consultant to help us figure out what to do. The founders were mostly media women. We needed to diversify. We needed to review all of the paperwork, everything, because basically Faith had taken care of it all. Now we're doing it. There have been bumps along the way, many highs, some lows, but we're doing it. We do it for the low-income women we help who are diagnosed with breast cancer, and we're doing it because our friend, our sister, Faith, asked us to.